don't know if you've seen this, Eddie, but I mean, it seems to have changed. There's been a shift over the last probably 10, maybe even 15 years since the late 90s, mid 90s. There's been a shift in public perception, and I think obviously Bella Head and Laura Marling are the latest incarnations of that. I mean, is that how you see it?
Yeah, I mean, I think musicians are proud to be known as folk artists. The public are really happy and are really into embracing them. I think we've got the right measure of our own culture. We're understanding our own culture and able to present it in a really positive way and embrace all the kind of the multicultural aspects to it as well.
I think with a bit of hindsight, it's interesting to see how certainly the English folk scene has developed over the last 10 years. Because when I started making records, you were always told that it just wasn't possible to play to people your own age and to expect to play to people my parents' age forever. And that just seemed the way it was always going to be. And that has kind of crept up on, that's changed very gradually over 10 years. And now you go to places like Shrewsbury Folk Festival or Towersey on the Sunday night, Monday night, and it's just full of teenagers, and I don't know where they've come from, but I'm very glad that they're here.
Now there's an opportunity. Now there's a climate where people on a much larger scale are going out and buying the music or buying tickets, and because there's been that bedrock, there's this great tradition that can be kind of delved into, and that's why I think we've got the artists that are have the potential to do really well internationally.
There was a definite movement by certain artists, and one of them would be Eliza Carthy, to actually promote Englishness as against Celtic music, and they've actually really went out of a way to kind of fly the flag.
Cambridge is celebrated as being, one of the most famous, one of the best festivals in the world, and to be able to present English artists at the forefront of that festival is really important.
Another thing that's changed, I think, in the last 10 years is people have realised that they can just be modern English musicians rather than having to be folk musicians. I mean, I don't really want to be a folk musician in a box. I just want to represent all of the music that I've ever heard and liked. And people have come round to the idea that you can be a modern musician and still be into traditional music. I think people have realised that traditional music has a place in the wider music industry, but also has a place in the wider world.
I think it's vibrant because people are taking things, reinterpreting them, and adding something very modern to it, a very modern sensibility to it. We're finding now that there are artists that are coming through that are genuinely attracting a young audience, and that is incredibly exciting. I firmly believe we've got artists now that can rival anywhere in the world, and it's great that we're exporting.